from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing 245 pounds, the man of 1,000 masks, Mil Mascaras.
really kind of think that I always wanted to wrestle. I admired my father when I was a kid. I loved the people that he was around and that I were around as a child, and just grew up in it. The truly memorable times that I truly, truly, truly loved were the times that I spent with my brother and my father. In the ring, on the road, and just being together. It was great times in my life, you know. My pop was a special person. He really was. And my brother was as good of a wrestler that you could get for a partner in the ring. And he was a great performer, and I think that we had a mix that was good in the ring, that was successful all over the United States and Japan, and along with my father too. Holds. Dean Malenko didn't invent the Texas Clover hold. I wonder where it got the name Texas if Dean Malenko is from Florida. The Texas Clover hold was kind of my name and invention. Did it over in Japan. Malenko happened to be over there one time, and I was wrestling over there. That's where he saw the old Texas Clover hold. Another hold that I really liked using that was quite different from everybody else is the rolling leg splits, which is something that I kind of coined over a period of time that you don't even hardly see in the business anymore. You know, and of course the spinning toe hold. Made a lot of fellas wince on that one. Achievements that I've accomplished, belts that I've accomplished, gosh. I don't know, I was NWA World's Champion, I was WWF World's Tag Team Champion, I was the World Tag Team Champion before, the International Tag Team Champion before, along with my brother, Brass Knucks Champion, Western States Champion. Hell, I've been around so long, United States Champion, Florida State Champion, Southern States Champion. I don't know. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. Memorable matches, my gosh. Harley Race, my God, how many times have I wrestled him and had great matches, you know. Memorable matches are with Cactus Jack over there in Japan, Onita, blowing up rings, you know, Cactus Jack and ECW and burning down the arena just practically, you know, and damn near dying that night, you know, caught myself on fire, burnt myself up. 90-minute match with Sabu and Shane Douglas in the first three-way up there in ECW, you know, all of those were memorable. The many, many matches that I had with Johnny Valentine, that was such a great performer that is now gone, you know. Memorable matches are with Iron Mike DiBiase whenever I was just a kid, and he took me in there like a baby and led me around the ring and taught me a great deal. Those things that you can't separate all of those. You know, memorable matches were with Jumbo Tsuruta in Japan, Stan Hansen and Bruiser Brody. I mean, how can I say one is better than the other? The odds of being a top professional wrestler are pretty horrific at this time. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it for the enjoyment of it. But if you've got a job, don't go off half-cocked and say, I'm going to be a professional wrestler and I'm off on the road and I've got a chance to go here. Stick with that job. And if a true opportunity arises, and you'll know if it's true, with a major group or an organization, whether it's in Japan or the United States, you'll know if it is by the money. Well, if that opportunity arises, well, then you might try it. But, boy, don't just go jumping off the deep end. And that's the best advice I can give you. And all of you kids out there, Get your education first before you go jumping off and trying something like professional wrestling. Get that education. No matter what you're doing or what you want to do, get that education. It goes a long ways. If I had it to do over again, I wouldn't change much. There was a lot of wonderful things about driving down the road and making $25. The money wasn't good, but the times were great. Old Funk was worth the price of a ticket. That's how I want to be remembered.
Introducing from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 275 pounds, Road Warrior Hawk. Introducing from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 295 pounds, Road Warrior Animal. From Nashville, Tennessee, weighing 215 pounds, one half of the Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton. From Pensacola, Florida, weighing 230 pounds, one half of the Rock and Roll Express, Robert Gibson. Shut up, never kill inside. How much more
I grew up in the business. You know, my father wrestled. I'm a second-generation wrestler, more like a third. I grew up in the locker rooms, you know, in the dressing room, in the ring. Other kids had jungle gyms in their backyard. I had a wrestling ring. You know, so I played, you know, wrestling's been my life, all my life, you know. Being a second-generation wrestler is both positive and negative. For me, a lot of doors were open quickly because of the name of my father and my brothers. But at the same time, it was very hard because you had to live up to expectations. When you first start, it's a struggle, you know. It's a big struggle, you know, mentally, and also for a lot of the boys, because you're put in matches that, I know I was put in matches in Mexico where I wasn't ready for. You know, I was put in semis and main events real quick. You know, I wasn't ready for that. You know, it helped me in the long run, but I just wasn't ready for that right then and there. So I had to fight my way, literally, in the ring sometimes. You know, because the other wrestlers didn't feel I deserved to be there, and they were right. Well, the belts that have meant the most to me, I guess, were the Cruiserweight title, WCW. The tag team titles with my old partner, Art Barr, God rest his soul, in Mexico. The titles from WWF, which were the European and Intercontinental, both of them. Yeah, they meant a lot to me, you know, because in an organization, they don't just give it to you, you know. There's two reasons why they give you a belt. You know, they let you hold it, or let you carry a belt, it's better put that way. Number one, because they want to make you, you know, they want to bring your status up. Or number two, because you can carry it and make other people with it. Those are great honors, you know. But I know for me too, you know, I got to remember that with or without a belt, I said I got to go produce the best that I can. And a belt doesn't make a wrestler. A wrestler makes the belt. The wrestlers that I love to work with are the ones that bring out the best in me. Chris Benoit, he brings out the best in me, and he's one of the best in the business. Another one that brings out the best in me is Dean Malenko, Rey Mysterio Jr., Liger. You know, these are all people that I've been able to have good matches with. El Hijo del Santo in Mexico. You know, it just, for me, these are wrestlers that have always been, you know, just, you have that chemistry with them that you just don't have with you don't have that chemistry with too many people. You can have great matches, but there's only certain people that you can go out there and just have that ultimate match with, you know. Talking about injuries in this business, I mean, you go through injuries all the time. One that stands out in my mind is when I tore my pec wrestling Dean Malenko in a pay-per-view. You know, I went up to the top and I jumped out on him. You know, he tried to duck and shoved me into the railing as I landed, but, you know, he just didn't get out of the way totally, and my arm caught his head here and just boom, snapped my chest back. And, you know, I just remember that one, you know, because I was out for 4 months with that. In my life, I've experienced addiction. You know, I have the disease of addiction, and I've had problems with drugs and alcohol. And what's important in my life now is God and my recovery. I take it one day at a time, man. And I'm thankful to God that I have a second chance at life, that I have another opportunity to present myself in the ring and to give the best that I can for the fans and for something that I love to do. What I'm doing in life now is keeping it simple. the advice that I would give somebody that wanted to get into the business is basically the advice that I am learning in my life. It's advice that you use in all aspects of life, which is you get out of it what you put into it. Orale, ese. You want to get in the ring with me, Holmes? Ese. What's the matter with you, man? You know, that's pretty brave of you. But hold on, vato loco, because you're in for the ride of your life.
Making his way to the ring from the Double Cross Ranch in Amarillo, Texas, weighing 245 pounds, Terry Funk.
Every night when he steps into the ring, I can still hear the people.
Making his way to the ring from El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 221 pounds, Eddie